Mainly, I joined ICY because I had a challenge in how to interpret scriptures.
ICY gave me a podium for realizing myself.
Kulingana na ICY imenifunza jinsi ya kuishi na watu, jinsi ya kuwa na tabia nzuri, especially when we tackle the topic Christian ethics.
Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Ralin Sadembasa, and I'm a trainer with ICY Africa. And basically we deal with the youth, trying to combat some of the social issues in the community through the ICY programs.
There's a brother who introduced me to ICY programs, Brother Steve. Actually, he encouraged me, he talked to me about the beliefs of the ICY, what ICY is all about. And to start with, it was not easy. I thought it was just a kind of a hoax. Actually, the people who are just in town actually trying to take people for granted, especially the youth.
Was it a bit difficult to actually bring these two things? I'm bringing faith and I'm also bringing your girls need to go to school. Was there some resistance at that point?
I'll tell you, the first day when I was in Maasai, I thank God for the boldness I gave. It was, everybody was outside there when I was in the church ministering, talking about that. Mm-hmm. They had their spears and all that, and I thought maybe when I come out of this meeting, I'll be, something else will happen.
To engaging in unwanted behavior practices. Sasa hiyo ili contribute a lot sana kwa kuniweka kwa fix ya drugs. Nikaingia kwa drugs hivi. Alafu yenyewe that kind of lifestyle ndio costed me life. I had a very I paid a heavy price. Because it didn't affect sana psychologically, spiritually. In all the aspects of my life, and it affected me. And hata ile kumake progress in life, sikuweza kumake progress juu sasa unajua, yani life yangu ilikuwa you don't know how.
Actually, the ICY program in my locality, it is a program that actually fitted specifically very well amongst them. In that, you see, there is a lot of changa brewing around the environment itself. People are just drunk, and the most of the age group that are involved in drinking of these brews, pombe, as you can see around, they are youth. And so the coming out of this program actually fitted well for us. Actually, it helped us to understand the issue of drugs and the taking of alcohol, because it was spoiling all over the entire youth of this society. It made some of these youth that we have to start realizing actually what they were involving themselves into was actually harming their lives. So it fitted very well, especially that aspect of drugs and alcohol. We were so much initiated into it, but by and by, we have seen so many youth being changed. Some of them abandoned some of these stuffs, and people are changed. Actually, this thing is terrific. It's fantastic. It's changing the entire society.
When I did Transmara, that's Maasai land, we encourage young people to go to school and the parents to take their children to school. And right now, through the training, because when you're doing the training, parents came to attend. So now we were able to learn what their children are being taught, and then they challenge to take their girls to school and to come out from those condemning and slavery mentality they had initially.
Most of the parents have been very open and very clear and said, try and talk to our daughters, try and talk to young men, especially when it comes to matters with sexuality and entrepreneurship. For instance, there are some of the parents who think that their sons and daughters aren't doing enough. So can you just motivate them and telling them to take advantage of the available resources? For instance, there is a parent who says that he has close to 4 acres of land. And all the students, or rather all his children, they are both 4. They've all cleared high school. But you see, instead of utilizing the land back at home, what they're doing, they're looking for jobs. And the parent was in a way feeling that, you know what, this is a resource, I am too old for this, so would you kindly take advantage of this? And so in a way we are trying to have these young people, you know what, you do not have to look for work, just try and take advantage of what's available. So in a way we are trying to get the concerns of the parents, then at the same time try and talk to these young people, find out what the problem is, then in a way try and find a middle ground for both of them.
And Robin, what motivated you to join ICY?
Basically was the things which at that time I think I really needed most.
Yeah.
Kwa tu nimetoka tu sasa at that time. Sasa ilibidi, and I was feeling really like people were really being negative about it because at first sikuwa nimefanya kitu yote. So people like really judged me about the whole thing that had happened. So I felt like maybe there's something more that I need, you know, like encouragement, like being told there's more to it, being told the better things you can do and stuff.
Yeah.
So at that time, yeah, I thought maybe there's something I could join and maybe be a better person.
Okay.
And the people who I had at school, they knew the truth. They knew I wasn't guilty of what I was being alleged to have done.
Yeah.
So they encouraged me, and then at that time also, that's when Joe and the ICY team also came in at that time. I think it's by fate. They came at that time.
Yeah.
So they encouraged me to join, and when I joined, I bet you it was the best thing that ever happened to my life.
Kama mtu akona problem kaa hii ya drugs hii, ni vizuri sana atembelea ICY juu unajua problem known is half solved. Or am I clear on that? Akishajua why am I behaving this way or why am I taking drugs? Yani I'm taking drugs. Alafu ajua hizo consequences na hizo effects za hizo drugs. Hapo I think inaweza msaidia sana. Juu akishajielewa vizuri. Alafu ajua hizi drugs by the way they do more harm than good. Najua. At least hapo hivyo inaweza msaidia sana pakubwa sana. It can make a difference, a great difference. Na anaweza change for the better.
As an artist who comes in Usikule Milabi in Western Province, the ICY class enabled me to grow as a youth and also my music talent also to prosper, and people also liked my music so much. I got interested in conviction, where I learned that if you have hope in something, one day and one time you will come to make it. So as for you, you can learn about strength zone, mentorship as we continue coming up as artists. And I hope one day you will come to make it.
Yeah, basically I think the syllabus of ICY focuses on youths. So yeah, in high schools and also universities, majorly the people who are there are the youths. So yeah, it's something which I'll recommend because some of the things that they discuss, basically about mentorship, it's something which is really lacking in Africa and also lacking in our country as well. So I think if it's impacted also, or maybe it's taught to people who are in the more than just in the high schools, and also in the universities and also in the colleges, it will really help to build people and be able to impact them in a positive way. You know, like people won't always be youths, you know. So at some point you'll need to also impact other people using the same knowledge that you impacted with, maybe during the ICY program, you know, like during the ICY lectures that you had. So I think it was something which would really benefit people. And considering that we are a growing nation, I think it's something which literally every youth needs. Every youth needs to know who they are. Every youth needs to know that basically it's not all about people. It's not all about just satisfying what people need.
Yeah.
It's more about you. What do you feel? What do you experience? What do you want out of this life? You know, what do you want to achieve? And who are you? You know, like knowing yourself. So I think it's something which knowing yourself will help you grow. And during the youth, I think that's the major time which a lot of things go on in your life, and you really need something which can help you to establish yourself and know who you are. So if you know who yourself during the youth time, I think when you grow up, you'll really be something which people like to attach to.
Vijana wa
usikulu wemilavi, tungependa kuwahimiza mjiunge na kikundi cha ICY, msijifunge.
Chukueni step.